back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. You're here, it's a Monday. The working week started again, but you're not sure if it really has. You really don't know what day it is. It's all a little bit of a booze-soaked Domino's pizza blur now. Wednesdays and Mondays, who knows? The only way you can even tell it's Monday is by tuning in to I'm Quitting Alcohol with your host, comedian David Boyle, and realizing it's Hypothetical Mondays. Yeah, Hypothetical Mondays. So this week's Hypothetical was sent in by a listener from the UK. Technically, it wasn't sent in. It came up in conversation with one of the listeners. So over the weekend, this listener was playing a game of shag, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill. We'll call it fuck, marry, kill. I don't think people in the US know what shagging is. And if you can't work out what shagging is, you've got a lot more problems than fucking alcohol. So in this particular game of fuck, marry, kill, the three people were R. Kelly, the famous musician and urinator. There was Jeffrey Epstein, twice arrested and charged with child sex trafficking. Not only that, he was also a Jew. And the third member of this threesome was Jimmy Savile. Now, I don't know if everyone knows who Jimmy Savile is. I'm pretty sure everyone in the UK will know who he is because he was on TV and shit and he's friends with like the fucking royal family. But for those of you in the States, Jimmy Savile is one of the most prolific pedophiles in the history of humanity. He used to work in all the charities in the UK, and apparently he used to wear the fucking keys to the fucking boys' home or the fucking hospital or something around his neck and just go in and pluck out kids. This guy is a fucking cartoon character. If you ask someone from The Simpsons to draw you an evil pedophile, they would come back with a drawing of Jimmy fucking Savile. If you don't know who he is, just look him up. You'll get what I'm talking about. So you got R. Kelly, you got Jeffrey Epstein, and you've got Jimmy Savile. So I was interested to see what order she picked. She said, marry R. Kelly, fuck Jeffrey Epstein, and kill Jimmy Savile. And I was like, what did you base that on? Did you base that on their music careers, or did you base that on their religions? Did you base that on their crimes? She's like, I purely base that on crimes. I think Jimmy Savile fucked like 600 kids or something. Epstein, pedophile ring, plus Jewish. R. Kelly pissed on a couple of teenagers. But she said if she was basing it on looks, it'd be the same as well. And that's the same order I would have picked. But there's a clearly defined fucking order there. Of course you're going to marry R. Kelly, the guy who fucking wrote Ignition. It's the freaking weekend, baby, about to have me some fun. Bounce, 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 bounce. Of course you're going to marry that cunt. R. Kelly shouldn't even be in that list. R. Kelly should be in a list with like fucking Bill Cosby or something like that. Bill Cosby, Obama, and R. Kelly. That's a little bit tougher, isn't it? How would you cut that one? Would you marry Obama, would you? So you could be the first lady. Instagramming about fat kids while your husband drones kids in Yemen. Would you marry him, would you? Or would you marry Cosby because he has a good sense of humor? Isn't that what the ladies are always after? The first thing I look for is a good sense of humor. The second thing, the very next thing, is that he's not a prolific rapist. Or do you just stay married to R. Kelly? You're already married to him. He's pissed on you before. That one I would have to go. That one's tougher. That one's tougher because I forgive all their crimes. So I'm basing this purely on looks. So I'd fuck R. Kelly just because if we were married, he'd be out all the time. He's a musician. He'll have groupies. I don't think he will really care about my feelings or what I want or anything like that. I don't think he'll care about me as a person. But I would fuck the shit out of him. I'd marry Bill Cosby because he's still the dad from the TV show. And he's a comedian. And if he's going to drug me every time we fuck, then I can live with that. That's something I can live with. And I would kill Obama, and that's purely based on the fact that I think some of my listeners are real quiet Trump supporters. Then who would go with Jeffrey Epstein? You would probably chuck Woody Allen. Woody Allen would be a good one to go with Epstein. God knows what else he's done, but the shit that came out in public is He adopted a daughter from the Wuhan province in China, and then when she turned 18, he fucking married her. And also, he's a Jew too. Then you need one more. Who's another Jew? Oh, yes, you would go Harvey Weinstein. Movie producer, banged Nicole Kidman and then gave her a role in BMX Bandits. What else did he do wrong? I'm not even sure, but he's a Jew too. That's bad enough. So who we got on this lineup? We've got Jeffrey Epstein, Jew. We've got Woody Allen, Jew. And we've got Harvey Weinstein, Jew. Again, I'm probably going to have to run this on looks. No, I would do this. I would fuck Harvey Weinstein. Because let's face it, if I was ever in LA when he was in his prime, I probably would have fucked him for a role anyway. I would marry Woody Allen because he's already my dad, so I might as well. I just turned 18. And I would kill Epstein because he seems a little bit Jewier than the others. And that just leaves Jimmy fucking Savile, the pedophile cartoon character. Honestly, if you haven't seen this guy before, you would be like, obviously this guy's a fucking pedophile. Why did the BBC give him a children's television show to host? Jimmy Savile's picture is what you give kids when they ask what a pedophile is. You just go, here. They're like, oh. Okay, so we've got Jimmy Savile, and we'll go one of his friends. Prince Philip, the Queen's husband, who is 110% a fucking pedo himself. There is no fucking way that dude is not a fucking pedo. Look at his face. He looks like Jimmy Savile's fucking mentor. All right, who's the final one in that lineup? Who would be the final one in that lineup? Who would fit in like a glove there? All right, I got it. Hannah Gadsby. Nanette. No history of pedophilia that I know of, but she did try and pass off Nanette as comedy. So that's a crime against humanity to me. No, you can't have Nanette in there. You got to have someone that people hate. Who's a real hated figure at the moment? There's no one more hated than Trump at the moment. We'll go Trump. Yeah, we'll go Trump because if you don't marry Trump in that fucking lineup, you are a piece of shit. So you're gonna have to say, as much as you hate Trump, I would marry Donald Trump. And that's good enough for me. So how would I play it? I would fuck... Oh, God. That's a tough one. Jimmy Savile or Prince Philip? You know what? I'm tipping Jimmy Savile doesn't get away with anything unless there's some shit going down high up in that royal family. And just the look of that Prince Philip, I would say he would be the ringleader of the whole fucking lot. So I would say... And now this is going to hurt me. I would fuck Jimmy Savile. I would marry Donald Trump. And I would kill Prince Philip. And now I feel very fucking dirty. I feel like every square inch of my skin is now covered in a layer of grime. And I'm not too sure if I'm ever going to get that grime off. All right, that's me done for tonight. Your hypotheticals. Send me in some fucked up Friday stories. And subscribe to the podcast. Tell your friends about it. I'll see you the fuck later.